Star power. It's been used by the rich and the powerful for centuries. World leaders, scientists, artists, movie stars, and many more have discovered the secrets of the stars and how to use star power to enhance their lives. And now, here's Todd Curtis.
She didn't stop there. No, she used her knowledge of the stars to guide her sons. Sylvester to tremendous success, Frank to a singing career, and to her daughter Tony Ann to acting and modeling. Please welcome this incredible woman and my dear friend Jacqueline Stallone. Jackie? You look tremendous.
Thank you, Todd.
You do. Jackie, thank you so much for coming down here and sharing your time and energy and knowledge about star power with us. I know your book has sold countless copies and has helped a lot of people, and we appreciate you coming down.
Loved it, Todd. My favorite subject. Let's say the result or culmination of 40 years of
hard work.
Hard work and dedication and belief.
And experience and everything else, right?
I got into astrology 40 years ago because I needed the help. Now, thank God, I'm in a position to help, I hope, other people.
Okay, I need a second deckhand Taurus. Defers to the... Oh, sir. Come sit. How do you do? I'm Todd. Nice to meet you.
Brett.
Brett. What's the date of your birthday?
May 10th.
Okay, that's from the 1st to the 10th, I think, right? It's the second deckhand.
Mm-hmm.
And you study astrology? Follow it at all?
A little bit. I followed it. Yeah.
Have you read Jackie's book?
No, I haven't read it.
You
Took a look
haven't,
at it, but I haven't read it yet.
You wanted to tell you what's in the stars coming up?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, terrific. Why don't you go introduce yourself and have a seat, and we'll be right with you.
Thanks.
Okay? Terrific. Okay,
I've heard
Brett,
it all.
here we go. Come on, sir, sit down here in the hot seat. Get comfortable.
Don't
Miss
tell me
Jacqueline
you're a
Stallone.
housekeeper, too,
No,
for
no,
women.
no.
We have a second deckhand Taurus right here.
Okay, so guess what this means?
I can't imagine.
Touch of Virgo,
Uh-oh.
okay?
Am I in trouble?
No, well, this is the fussy one. Now, this is the organized one, are you?
Yeah, I tend to be organized.
Really is.
Uh,
Mercury really make a great writer, creative writing. Have you ever thought of it?
That's what I'm doing.
You're kidding.
That is the funniest thing that you said, that I'm into
Really?
writing. And
And you can
creative,
make,
like
that's your
comedy
natural
writing.
calling. It is your natural calling.
Well, it's a big, with the
and
Mercury
you got the
there.
rigidity, the fixed earth to stick with it. Double earth. You really have.
Yeah, primarily I stick with things. I can't do anything, half. I really have to, do it full. Otherwise, I don't, feel that I've completed it.
So he's ruled by Venus and Mercury. Mercury rules how you think, and Venus, the talent. So you can't fail in that line.
Oh, no. Creative writing line, too.
No.
With the writing, Candace Bergen is an actress who's had tremendous success, and Jackie, that Mercury you talked about, like in Candace's case.
It gives them the ability to write. Not only sing, but to write.
As well, right? Well, Bing Crosby is a singer, and he's also a second deckhand Taurus.
And he wrote, too.
He wrote as well. Do you sing at all? Do you have any singing aspirations?
Yeah, I don't think you'd want to hear, but I tend to sing occasionally.
Do you?
In the car.
It's something you enjoy, though. It's still a creative process.
I enjoy
It's part
doing
of
it.
Interesting. Let's flash his love chart. How are you doing in the romantic department? Most people come to astrologists because they want to know how they're doing in relationships and why they're doing so rotten, okay? And about their careers. That's about all. No one else wants to know about their health or their dog or their cat at the moment.
It's two things,
So here
right?
we go up here. All right, have you ever gone, good relationship for you would be a Cancer or a Virgo Taurus. Now, did you ever date a Virgo Taurus or go out with a Cancer?
Not that I can remember. Actually, the last person I went out with was an Aries.
Well, that's why you're not with her. We gave you 2 winners up there.
They'll kill you
I
every
want you to
time,
remember
right?
that.
No, there's a lot of mind games with something like, if you get in the wrong relationship, right, Jackie?
He doesn't want to become, with an Aries, they'd be too militant for him.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean they're militant by, I don't want to bury the Aries.
Well, she was stubborn, exactly.
Absolutely. So he needs somebody like who will sort of, while he's writing and thinking, who'll wait on him. And that's what he'll get with this cancer. Maybe cook for him.
You know Sigmund Freud?
Yeah.
He was a second decade Taurus.
Great
Same
writer.
thing. No, great writer. I mean, the man
And a
rewrote the.
And a thinker. So you can identify with people like this. It makes you think you're on the right track. And you are.
It's important to.
It's good to know.
Well, it is good to know,
Yeah,
I tell you,
comfort.
because it saves us a lot of time and energy.
You know, but when it comes to the romantic department, Todd, no matter what you tell them, they'll nod their heads and say, that's very nice, and
that'll
go
work.
take anyone else, which he's done and everyone else has done. And then when they're shot, then they come to us.
Well, I've had trouble holding a relationship, basically. You know,
But
I've
you
been
picked
dating
the wrong
people.
ones. We just told you exactly what to pick. You try a Capricorn and a Cancer, and you won't be back here again.
There you go. One of the greatest musicians of all time, Tchaikovsky. Now, he was a Taurus, second decade.
Who in the world did he marry?
I think he went like through several marriages, didn't he? Brilliant musician in the beginning, Jackie. You know. In fact, what time of day were you born? Do you know?
I was born in the morning,
Morning,
around
see?
10.
Now that would relate
That's
to
a
his
good
karma
sign.
clock
That
a
means
little bit, right?
basically people born about that time control their own destiny. You can't be pushed around. Is that true?
Yeah,
I mean, generally, you call the shots.
I have to call the shots, otherwise I don't feel like I have control of what's going on.
No, you need control, and you do
Yeah.
have control because of that.
Well,
That's your karma clock working.
right, in the morning there, we sort of have a little more
Between
control of our destiny.
midnight and noon, you control your own destiny.
And what about noon to midnight?
From noon to midnight, someone else does it for you. You think you're controlling it, but you're really
Well, how
not.
come I didn't get on to someone else does it for me, Jackie?
Well, we haven't figured you out yet. I'll speak to your mother about that.
Well, you know, it's that morning time. We're in the morning, see, so it's up to us to really, and that karma clock's interesting because it really comes into play here, I think. It's really
Well,
up to us to
Isn't
paint our
everything
destinies.
based around the sun rising and setting and high noon? I mean, that's the way people judge time before watches were out. Births were judged by the time, the sun, the karma clock. I mean, who had a wristwatch 1,000 years
They
ago?
didn't know
Nobody did.
when someone was born, right, Jackie?
They looked at the
They
sun.
just said, oh, it's in the morning hours or whatever.
The Indians and years ago could just look at the sun and tell you whether it's 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 10 a.m. The farmers can today.
Whatever happened. Now, in your relationships, I mean, have you had any lengthy ones, and what signs may have they been? I mean,
You know, lately I really haven't been able to hold one, you know, for a substantial time. And it's just, we just can't seem to get along.
why would
I don't
that
know.
be, Jackie? I don't
Picks the wrong signs.
You know, he's
Because Taurus, earth signs like commitments. They want someone there. Water signs like them too. And he's picking people that don't want to commit. Probably run around fire signs and air signs.
Well, it's true. No,
They don't
I-
want to be pinned down.
you were talking about the Aries.
Right.
You had mentioned that
And I
before.
wanted to, you know, hold a commitment for a while, you
Well,
know.
they don't want one.
Yeah.
Somehow we can't, I don't know what it is, you know.
Or they're not loyal to it.
Who told you
could be
that,
it.
Jackie?
I know that basically you'll say, well, I'm an Aries, we like to be loyal, but basically they want, let's say, a swinging door policy.
Kind of like the
Carefree.
So we got to stick with a little more solid ground with that then, right? So what would be his dark side then, Jackie?
He picks the wrong people.
There you go.
And tries to change them. And typical Taurian, basic, rigid in thinking.
Like to
He's
take
not going to
control.
change himself. He expects them to change.
Right.
It's in the book. It's in the tape. That's the dark side.
She has it all in Star Power, her book, of course. And her light side would how would
His
that enter
light
into
side,
it?
he's not getting away with it.
So we're talking about a great sense of
Ain't
humor. huh?
working. He's just laughing it off.
Oh, with that Earth base, I mean, you really have to have a good sense of humor, I think, to put up with Aryans like myself, huh?
Well, he doesn't put up with them. They don't stick around, so he doesn't have a problem.
It's true. It's true.
So, in the career end now, is there any place you think about going, or you really want to stick with the writing?
I like the writing, you know, I like to write, you know, comedy and, different, you know, with stage and, you know, with film, you know. So it's a wide area that I want to, you know, explore. Nothing really, you know, I'm stuck to right now that I'm, you know, pursuing.
Well, it sounds like that sense of humor's in there and that drive and conviction, huh, Jackie?
And the stick-to-itiveness.
That's right.
See? He's got the elements to make it work.
Well, if you just hang in there, Keep going.
It's comforting to know.
Star power is yours. Brett, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
joining us and sharing all your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stallone.